Hello Cadists friends, this is teacher Claude for another SolidWorks lesson. You can start the icon on desktop and you can start the part workbench here on the program. For today we're gonna learn about circle command and rectangle command. I already talked about these commands in the first video, but there are some subjects that I have to tell yet. So let's begin. You can select the scat command and you can select the top plane, or by here on the screen, or by your spec tree, the specifications of your part. You can display grid, and alright, let's select the circle command. Choose circle. The first click will be the center of the circle. The second click will be to determine the radius. You also have a center point inside of the circle. You can use this center point to create two circles with the same center. I'm gonna press ESC to cancel circle command, and if you try to drag this point, you will see they also will come together. Now the sketch is blue and I need to make it become black, become defined. So let's use the smart dimension command. Select the center point, select the origin point, and create a horizontal dimension. Then create a vertical dimension. You can use the right button of the mouse to fix the direction of the dimension. Look that the center point now is black, what means that the center point is defined. I need you to create dimensions for the two circles. This one I would like to represent as radius. You can press the right button and display as radius. Select display as radius. Well, it was the upside because this one was selected, not this one. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. I know that usually circles have a diameter dimension, but if you need to use a radius dimension, now you know how. Alright, let's set the dimensions. 50, 50, 25, 25. Remember that radius is the dimension of the center to the curve of the circle, and diameter is the dimension between the curve and the opposite side of the curve, right? It was like the width of the circle. It's kinda the width of the circle, I mean. Alright, now you can exit the scat, confirm the scat, features, extrusion command. Here we're gonna put 5 here, enter, enter. Alright, it's over. Okay, you don't need to save. And now I want you to do an exercise. Try to do this one here without my help. Alright, try to do by yourself. Select top plane, use the circle command, then finish with the extrusion command, right? Stop the video and start the exercise. Alright, now that you have finished, we're gonna correct the exercise. You can start a new one, part workbench. I'm gonna use the top plane, display grid, circle command. If you use the origin point, you're going to fix the circle in the origin point. So try to use select it on the screen, not on the center. Alright, avoid using the origin point right now. Okay, oops, sorry. Alright, you can use a right click to fix the direction. That's everybody already knows. Alright, press ask to cancel dimension command, and this one is 85. This one is 85. Oh, and here I'm gonna change the representation. Right here, you display as radius. Right here is 35, and right here is 35. I know you guys do not like that. Me too. I don't like that representation here for diameter. It's too big. I need to reduce here. You can erase here on dimension test and use a symbol or a letter. I'm gonna put only D, but for the future, I'm gonna change this configuration, so you don't need to change like we do right now. Okay, confirm this cat extrusion command, which value 5 millimeters. All right, 5, enter. It's done. All right, next one. You don't need to save. New one. Okay, and I like to talk about select the front plane. I would like to talk about the not only the rectangle command display grid, the rectangle command, but I need to talk about the construction elements. What is the construction element? You will understand here. Use the line command and create a line using this point and this point. Let's create some dimensions here too. Right here is all right. Okay, now I want to create a extrusion. Exit the scat and try to use extrusion command. You see, it's not selected. Sorry, I'm gonna press ask. I'm gonna use the extrusion command. I'm going to select this cat and look that the extrusion do not started. Why? Because your profile is opened. Yes, your profile is open because of that line that crossed the profile. Like I mentioned before, you can't create a solid extrusion revolution using open profiles. So I'm gonna need to close this profile. How I'm going to do this? I'm gonna use a construction element. Press ask 2 times and right click edit scat on scat 1. Stay in front of the sketch using normal tool, and right here what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this line, and here you're going to use for construction in the options. Your line is going to change. It will become a center line. In SolidWorks, all the construction line have the appearance of a center line. But what this means? You're gonna see. Now exit the scat and try to use extrusion command again. Select the scat 1 in your spec tree on your part specifications, and now we are creating now we are creating the extrusion. Why? Because the command is going to avoid the construction line. For the part workbench, the construction line does not exist. The construction line does only exist on the scat workbench. Okay, now I am on the part workbench. When you edit the scat, you are on the scat workbench, right? So, sorry. So when the line is in the standard option, and you try to create the extrusion, will be opened. You can select the contours, but this appears only when the sketch opens, right? Avoid using select contours right now. So I'm gonna have to cancel and edit on my spec tree and make this one become for construction, right? There's also another way to create a construction line. I'm going to delete this one, and you can use here a center line. You see on the on the two bars inside of the line command, you can use a center line. It's also the same thing, right? Don't worry, it's the same command. It's a shortcut, okay? You can also change for standard. You only try to disable the construction option, okay? But I want the construction option right now. Alright, guys. And I want now to create a circle on my line. I'm going to create a circle on the midpoint. I know you can create the right here, selecting the midpoint in the middle of the line, but I would like you to create here outside of the drawing. Cancel the command circle. I'm going to put this one here, right here. You can hold Ctrl K, select the center point of circle, select the line. You can select the center point, but avoid to select the center point. I like to select the line. Select the line, and here you can add the relations, midpoint. Alright, it's done. It's on the center of the line. Now I'm going to use the dimension command. Alright, this one will be our radius and will be 20. Okay, you can confirm the scat and you can use extrusion command. Now I'm going to select the scat once again, and you will see that the extrusion command accept my new scat. Right here, the contour is all the scat. It's not selecting an area. It's using all the scat. That's what I want you guys to do right now. Okay. You can confirm the extrusion, and as you can see, when you create a closed contour inside of another closed contour in the extrusion, this area will have no material, right? I know you guys want to create a hole with a dimension, but we will learn this in the future. Right now, we're going on using create holes by this way. Okay, all right. You can close, don't need to save, and right now I want you to do this exercise. Stop the video and try to do by yourself without my help. Okay, you can select top plane and start the drawing. Okay, right now I'm going to do, okay, let's correct the exercise. And first thing to do, you start a new file, part workbench, and select the front top plane. Select top plane, create a sketch, right click, display grid, and start with the rectangle. Alright, now center line. Oh, you can also access by the shortcut using the S key on the keyboard. Alright guys, we circle. I can create here, but I'm not going to create right here on the center. I want you guys to create here in the air, in the screen, I mean. You can select this point and create the relation. You can drag the point inside of the line, but I think there's some risks. You can accidentally put on the line and then will not be in the center of the rectangle. So avoid using dragging the circle above the line. I prefer you guys to hold Ctrl key, select the point, select the line, and then use the edge relation midpoint. Okay, this way will be more precisely, and you can see that the circle will surely be in the center of the rectangle. Alright guys, select dimension command. Let's see, 12.5, 100, 50. Alright, it's over. You can exit this cat, extrusion command, and 10. Alright, it's already 10, green icon. Alright, it's over. Close this one, don't need to save. And right now I need to talk about the idea of repeat dimensions. Select the front scat. Alright, display grid. When in the past lessons, I tell you guys that if you have to repeat dimensions, use the equal relation. What is the equal relation? The equal relation is this one. You can select two or more items and use here equal. You can also select here, then here in this shortcut equal. The equal idea make the dimensions the size of some objects that make the same size. But in sometimes this condition is not possible. So I'm going to tell you guys a new way to do that. Let's create the dimensions first. Alright. In this version of SolidWorks, they reduce the size of the tests of the dimensions, but it's still bigger. In a few future lessons, I'm gonna I repeat dimension. In the future, I'm gonna create a pattern for us, so we do not need to create dimensions with big tests, big letters like this, big numbers. I mean, oh, one more right here. And I need as radius, display as radius. All right, my drawing is already defined. Just one more thing, guys. You probably have to change a configuration here on options. This one, put on dimension value. I usually disable this one because of kinds like dimensions like this. you have a lot of dimensions, and most of these dimensions are the same, have the same values. So I cannot use equal on this one, for example, because it's a distance. Equal can only be used on objects. The equal relation. So what I'm going to do, I want you guys to hold the Control key Control, select all these dimensions that I selected right here, and select the right button up above one of them, and then you can select here link values. You will set a value. I'm going to use here 15, and I need to create a name. I'm going to name it A and press OK. Look, all the dimensions now have the same value. Oh, but I need to change. Don't worry. Select any one of them and then change. It's over. The link make all by yourself, by itself, right? So you gain time. You don't have to select. You don't need to tap 20, 20, 20, 20, and that's it. You don't have to repeat numbers. Let's just size here the rest of the profile. All right, exit this cat, extrusion command, and tap OK. All right, now exercise. Finish here. Alright guys, now I want you guys to do this one. Remember, you have to select the Control key, press all the same numbers, dimensions, right click and go to link values. Alright, try to do by yourself, stop the video and we're gonna track to Alright, now that you already finished, we're going to correct the exercise. Start here, which plane? Front plane, okay. Front plane, scat command, display grid, rectangle, alright, circle, one here, dimension command, right here I want as radius. I know you guys probably won't use radius with frequency, but for today I want you guys to master this option. Okay, right now first the radius. Select Control key, right click, link values. This one will be 10. I'm gonna call A. Alright, now this one, hold Control, right click, link values. If you make a mistake, I don't put the right number, it's okay. I'm gonna put here, the link is already set. If I change any one of them, all the rest will be corrected. Okay? Alright. Exit the scat, extrusion command will be 10. Alright. green icon. It's over. Alright, finish. Don't need to save. Last exercise for today. Stop the video and try to do by yourself that we're going to correct you right now. Alright guys, now I'm gonna correct the exercise. Which plane? Front plane. Alright. Front plane, display grid, rectangle, one here, one here. Oh, no, it's not here. It's not here, sorry. It's right here. Okay, dimension. Usually I start the dimensions of the inside objects and then I do the dimensions of the outside objects. But to correct the values, I start with the outside objects. It's kind of confusion, but by the exercises you understand better what I'm talking about. Alright, first the outside dimensions. This one here, right click, link values, then A. Now this one. Avoid selecting the number. Would be better if you select the line of the dimension. Don't worry if you make a mistake, if you do not put the right number. Like I said before, when the link are created, you can just change any of the dimensions that all the others were going to be correct. When I have just 2 dimensions, I do not create the link value. I just create when I have more than 2. Well, it's a habit. Alright, exit xcat, extrusion command, 5 millimeters, 5, enter. Alright guys, that's all for today. It's not for all today. You have homework. Yeah, you forgot. You thought you guys will escape from homework, right? No, and not forget your homework. So your homework is right here. First, this one. And a note. Do not draw the center lines. You don't need to draw that center lines right here, okay? Just create the circles, okay? First, this one. And this last one. Do not draw the center lines. Keep that in mind. Okay, right? I'm going to correct this one in the next video. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this one. To see the whole course, look for the playlist on our channel. You'll find another CAD programs in our channel too. Do you like this video? Please click on like, leave a comment. If you have any doubts, leave in the comments that I will answer. Subscribe to the channel, share or indicate for your friends. And if you want private lessons, if you want video courses, if you want ebooks and other service, you can find me at my website on the description of the video. See you guys in the next video. Have a nice day and may God be with you.